Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
Posty's late.
If we don't get our exam results today, I think I'll go crazy.
Well, why do you have to wait so long before you get them anyway?
It takes ages to mark all the papers. Then they've got to feed them through the computer and everything.
Where's Scott, Lucy?
Dad's taking him to the doctor. He won't be getting his car stuffed today.
Looks like it's a big day for everyone, I reckon. I'll just die if Mum makes me go back to school for another year.
I've got to go for another 100.
How'd you go with that job?
Oh, no good. I didn't think it'd be that hard to get an apprenticeship as a motor mechanic. I mean, practically everyone wants to go to uni.
Oh, well, I do. Well, I doubt if I get a teaching job if I mess up my exams.
I still don't know what I'm going to do. I try and get a job or go to uni.
Well, if you fail, you don't have to make a decision. Lucy! Sorry. He's here!
I think I'm going to be sick.
Oh, Mr.
Hi.
Mason. Have you got any mail for us?
I've never seen so many people pleased to see the postie.
We'll tell you if we're pleased or not after we've seen the results.
Here you go. Charlene Mitchell, Jane Harris.
Yep, it's me.
And Mike Young. Yeah.
Is there anything for number 26?
Yep. Looks like some more exam results for Scott Robinson and Nikki Dennison. There's some other mail there too.
Okay, thank you.
Good luck.
Thanks a lot.
Wow, look! I don't believe it! Wow! Oh, plain Jane's a super brain. I wonder how Scott went.
Yeah,
When is Scott open? That's not yours.
I wasn't going to.
Look at that!
Hey, we'll go inside. We'll ring around and see how the others went. Good idea. Come on. Okay, see you, Luce.
Bye.
Hey, Lucy, no peeking, okay?
As if I would.
G'day, Posty.
Hi.
Busy day for you.
Oh, too right.
Which house is the Robinsons? I'm a friend.
It's, yeah, that one at the end of the street.
Thanks.
We're allowed to open Nicky's, but we'll have to wait for Scott to come home for his.
Charlotte, Mike and Jay were all really happy.
Yeah.
Something wrong?
No, darling. I just hope the news is as good for Scott and Nicky. All right, here we go. Oh, all fingers and thumbs. Ah, she did very well.
Nicky did a lot of study.
Let that be a lesson to you, young lady.
Well, hurry up, Scott. Hope he did as well as the others.
I'm sure he did. But still, he had a lot in his mind at the time. There was firstly your accident and then the upset with Charlene.
Is Dad going to fix up Scott's car now that Scott's foot's better?
I wouldn't mention that car in front of your father if I were you.
Why not? Scott never even got to drive it.
Yes, but he's very wary about cars since those boys had that accident. Now, off you go. Out to play.
Is it there?
No, not a thing. Probably just a bit too early, I suppose.
Maybe Lucy took it inside.
Yeah. No idea the pressure they put us through, even when the exams are over.
Don't worry about it now. If you did well, and I'm sure you did, you can start thinking about your future.
And if I bombed out,
I'll kill you.
oh, great.
We're home.
Here we are.
Oh, it's here. Let me have a look.
Come on, open it. What is it, man?
Didn't make it. I forget the journalism with those marks.
Oh, but you've always done well at English. Surely they'll take that into account. And an assessment of your year's work.
Gran, that's not so hot either, is it?
But what about the fact that you were under a lot of outside pressure at the time? That's something they'll have to take into consideration.
Dad, it is what's on the paper that counts, isn't it? Oh, come on, let's just face it. I blew it, all right?
How is he?
Needs some time to himself. He's absolutely shattered, poor kid.
Well, if it's anyone's fault, it's mine. I put the whole blame on him for Lucy's accident. That wasn't fair. I knew how tense he was about his exams.
Yes, well, I didn't choose the right time to visit the States either. I should have been here. I knew how important it was to... Hello? Paul. I wish the answer were yes, but... No, he didn't get the marks he needed. He's not taking it at all well. I'm sure he'd appreciate that. Yes, he could do with whatever moral support you can give him at the moment.
Step right up, join the winners.
Hey, what sort of marks did you get? Well, I got just enough to get into the faculty I want, so...
So you got the law, that's fantastic. Oh, I bet your mum and dad were thrilled.
Just quietly.
I haven't even rung Mum.
No more school, I don't believe it. No more teachers.
No more uniforms.
Yay! Uni will be great.
Hi, Mum, it's me. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, I got in, how's that? Mum, don't cry. It's good news. Yeah, Jane, Mike and David did really well too. Oh, thanks. Okay then, bye.
It's on. It's on there. That's great. Sweet.
She actually cried. Oh, no.
Don't worry, so did my mum. My parents probably wouldn't even want to know.
Oh, come on. Daph was thrilled when you phoned. Yeah, she and Des are the ones who really count.
Oh, yeah, I suppose they've been great. Hey, I wonder if Scott's back.
Hey, wouldn't it be good if you came over? Well, I'll go and get him. Let's
What are we all going?
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I'm sorry, Scott. I feel as if we've all let you down.
Come on, Gran. I'm the one who let you down. I just didn't have really what it takes. It's that simple. You know, it's a pity I can't really say I'm a congenital idiot, isn't it? Because it's not really true. I'm only really done one in the family.
Oh, don't be so ridiculous. You're nobody's fool. Look, if you sat for those exams under normal circumstances, you would have passed with flying colours.
Yeah, well, that's one thing I won't be doing is going back to school. I've seen it been there for a million years already, and a lot of good it's done me.
Education is never wasted. Have you thought of appealing?
I'll sit for the same papers.
Well, I think you should apply for special consideration.
Never prayer. Oh, well, I just have to find some other kind of a job.
Hi, Mr. Daniels. Hi, we couldn't wait any longer.
How'd you go?
Come on, what sort of marks did you get?
Blew it.
You sure? Did you check the marks properly? Sometimes I make mistakes.
No, there's no mistakes. Blew it.
I think Scott could do with some time on his own.
Sure. Look, we're sorry we barged in.
We'll see you later, Scott.
See.
Yeah, we're sorry.
Do you want me to stay with you?
Just now.
We play the rugby ball. What? Oh, great. We can play cricket now. Come on, Charlene. Cleaner.
Hey, Charles, come
Come on, I won't break it.
Cheer up.
All right. Here we go.
No trouble. Easy to be preoccupied. Sure.
Yes?
Mrs. Daniels, is it?
Yes, can I help you?
Errol Price. I wonder if I might have a word. Oh, I'm the chaplain at the Lincoln Detention Centre. Perhaps that helps.
I'm sorry,
Oh, it would probably mean more to your grandson, Paul Robinson. His wife, Terry, spent some time with us.
Oh, I see. And this is to do with Terry, is it?
In a manner of speaking, I did get to know the poor girl quite well before she opted for her tragic decision. May I come in?
Yes, please do.
This is a beautiful home. You must be very proud.
Yes, thank you.
Are you sure I'm not detaining you?
I'm positive. Now, tell me, Reverend...
Errol, please. The trappings of the church, they do tend to put up unnecessary barriers.
But how exactly can I help you?
I mentioned Terry. I'm afraid I may have let her down at her time of greatest need. I'm fairly new at all this, you see.
You do look quite young, if you don't mind my saying so.
Age. It should be immaterial. Should be. I can't help thinking if I had more experience.
Well, I'm sure the girl was very disturbed.
All the more reason I should have been able to help. Terry seemed to hold so much inside. What little I did get to know of her, I learnt from the prison records. She wouldn't discuss it.
Well, it must have been very difficult for her. It all seems so unreal even when I look back on it. They were so happy when they married. But then it was as if a dream turned into a nightmare. She became embroiled with a man called Charles Durham. And poor Paul ended up by being caught in the middle.
Apparently there was a shooting or something. How did it happen?
Well, Paul found a gun in her bag, and so he realized that she must have been responsible for this Durham fellow's murder. They had an argument about it, and she shot him while he was trying to ring the police. She was tried and convicted, and of course the rest you know.
Yes, indeed.
For a long time after the shooting, he tried to blot her out of his memory. He worked around the clock and was very cynical about relationships.
Terry told me she'd written a letter to Paul.
Oh, he didn't read it. He almost refused to believe she existed.
I also understand Terry asked to see Paul just before she took her own life, and that he refused.
I'm afraid that's true.
What he's done is done. These things are all sent to test us, Mrs. Daniels.
Oh, I'm forgetting my manners. Would you like a cup of tea?
I think you could twist my arm. Many things.
You did really well. What do you mean she wasn't pleased?
I don't know. Nan's a bit off the air at the moment. I mean, I told her about my results and I even showed her the piece of paper.
And what did she say?
Well, that's just it. The most important piece of paper in my entire life, and she looks at it like it's a shopping list.
Don't say I didn't tell you. Your Nan's bananas. Few spanners short of a toolbox.
She's crazy.
Crazy. She's certifiable. They should put a dressing gown on backwards and stick her in a rubber room.
Charlene.
Sorry. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I bet there's still no sign of your granddad.
Well, Nan says he's still away, but I don't know. I just don't know what to think.
Better call up Scotland Yard. Kelly still reckons your Nan's done him in.
It's not very funny.
Okay, no more jokes. Come on. Hey, food's up. First in, best dressed.
I'm starved. It's a pity Scott isn't here anyway.
I reckon it stinks. And the dumb journo course is so hard to get into.
Oh, it's not just that. I mean, he thinks he's got so much to live up to. I mean, look at Paul. Mr. Successful.
Yeah, and his father.
I wish he'd let me stay and talk to him.
Maybe he just wanted to be by himself for a while.
Hey, we should have a toast. To Scott. He's gonna need all his friends now.
I'll vouch for that.
This is a surprise.
Yeah, I came to see Paul, but he's out. Susan asked me to mind the office for a tick.
You didn't feel you could talk to me instead of Paul?
He's younger, that's all, Dad.
I understand better than you know. I realise it's a tough time for you, especially with your friends celebrating.
Yep.
And you feel lousy.
It's about the size of it, yeah.
Would it help if I started yelling? Is that what you expect?
I don't know what I'm expecting, really. All I know is I'm just feeling pretty numb. Like this really hasn't happened.
You did your best, Scott. That's all I could ask.
My best, Dad. I blew it.
All right, you could have done a bit more study through the year, maybe.
Yeah, I let everyone down. I let myself down. Now I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'll lose all my friends. They won't want to hang around with me. Their lives are moving forward.
So feeling sorry for yourself's the answer, is it? Life is tough. Full stop. No one's going to argue with that, Scott. Especially me. We make mistakes for a reason. To learn. Are you listening to me? It feels like you've wasted a whole year, but it's not the end of the world. Just make sure you don't waste the rest of your life.
Dad, the way I feel at the moment, I don't even want the rest of my life.
I'll forgive you for botching your exams, but I won't forgive you for talk like that. There's something to be gained from this. Just don't make the same mistake next time.
Next time?
Well, you're going back.
Back? To school?
Scott, you need your HSC. You know how important it is for any career.
You want me to repeat year 12? Oh, come on, Dad, you've got to be kidding. They never stop laughing at me.
That's your ego talking, mate. You've got to grow up. Time you faced reality.
Reality? Now, it's going backwards. I can't do that. No way.
Where are you going?
How should I know?
The little girl in the picture.
That's Lucy, our youngest.
Quite an impressive family you have.
Thank you.
And this is Paul, I take it?
Yes.
Yes, I recognise him. From Terry's effects. The wedding photo.
Something wrong?
Oh, just a little guilt, that's all. No matter how often I tell people, guilt is a wasted emotion. We're all still human.
I'm sure you did everything you could for Terry.
Perhaps. It still seems a little incomplete. I would like to say a prayer for her at the graveside.
Well, I'm not sure exactly where that is. I was overseas at the time, but I do know the name of the cemetery.
Oh, if it's not far, perhaps you'd like to join me.
Oh, I don't think so.
I understand. Not another word. It would help me to visit Terry's grave, but I appreciate not everybody feels the same way.
It won't take long. I'd love to. But first of all, I have to let the troops know that I won't be in for lunch.
Good for you. I'll enjoy the company.
You have a car?
No, it's in being fixed. Shoe leather is my means of transport at the moment. Slightly more humbling.
Well, we can go in mine.
Do you always leave notes?
You know, I liken my role here to that of an air traffic controller. You need a bold temperament, perfect timing, and a nervous breakdown is always on the cards.
In that case, shall we fly?
I'll just go and get my jacket. All set?
I'm organised. Let's go.
Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become.
Such a beautiful girl.
Yes.
I love the way she laughed. I'd do almost anything to make her laugh.
I don't suppose she had very much to laugh about in prison.
If only she hadn't mixed with the men she did.
Yes, she had a few unfortunate associations before and after Paul.
I tried to tell her, but she wouldn't listen. You wouldn't listen, would you, Terry? You had to have it your way. And look where it's ended. Why didn't you listen? I would have looked after you. Always.
I don't understand, Reverend Price. Did you know Terry before you met her in prison?
Oh, yes, I knew her. I knew you, didn't I, Terry?
Hey, just about to give up on you and go back to the office.
I suppose you've come to tell me what a disappointment I am too, right?
Well, don't be stupid. I know how hard you worked.
Yeah, a lot of good it did you. You know what Dad wants me to do? Repeat the whole year? Can you believe it?
Yeah, well, it's something that you and he are going to have to sort out. Look, I've got something now that just might make your world feel a bit better.
Well, it's going to have to be pretty good, Paul.
Well, how about this? Hey? Hey? Your new car, sir. Well, it's not exactly new, but you know what I mean?
It's mine.
Yeah. Well, it would have cost more than it was worth to get the other one repaired.
But I don't get it, Paul. Why?
Well, I wrecked your last one. It seems only fair that I
Hey, but
replace
that was only an accident. It wasn't your fault.
it. Okay, if you don't want it, that's fine.
No, you're kidding. I just can't believe it. That's all. Look.
Listen, there's your papers in there. They're all in your name, and there's a year's rego there, too.
Rego? Gee, it's just great. Much better than the original Scotland.
Hey, don't get too carried away. It's not that great mechanically.
Yeah, well, Charlene will help me and Mike. Oh, she will be fantastic. We'll work on it till she's purring like a kitten. Hey, has Gran seen her yet?
No, I don't know where she is. She must have gone shopping or something before she comes in the office.
Well, will you take me for a drive now? Come on.
You mean you still trust me after the last time?
Well, as long as you steer clear of runaway prayers.
Yeah, sure.
Let's go.
You should have stayed with me. It would have been good for both of us. Why does everybody leave? My mother? My grandmother? You? I would have looked after you, Terry. Made a little world just for you and me. Just us. Together.
I think we should go.
Oh, I don't want to go. I want to stay here with Terry.
Well, even if you don't want to leave, I have to. I've got a family to look after.
Your poor, deprived family are going to have to learn to look after themselves.
What do you mean?
You're not going home, Mrs. Daniels, ever.
Maybe I ought to clear out.
Run away. Aren't you getting a bit old for that, Scotty?
I'm not talking about running away. I'm just talking about moving out, like you did.
Oh, yeah? Where would you go?
Don't know yet. A cheap room somewhere, I guess.
With what?
I'll get a job.
Oh, mate, that's easier said than done.
Hey, whose old bob is it out there?
It's mine, and it's not an old bomb.
Yeah. It's a car I got to replace the one of Scott's that got wrecked.
Oh, lucky boy. Could we go for a spin in it after lunch? I'm starving. Greg!
I've just got to get it through Dad's head that I am not going back to school.
I understand the way he feels, though.
Yeah, like you did when you dropped out of uni. And remember all the hassles you had with him? Just look at how well you've done.
Yeah, but he didn't like it when I left uni. But in the end, he let me make my own decision, sure. Just the same as he will with you. So why don't you let things just cool down?
If he won't let me keep the car.
Oh, he will. Scott, stop being paranoid.
What's paranoid mean?
Look, he'll be okay. He'll calm down once he gets over the shock of you not matriculating.
Got to get over that myself first.
Yeah, well, that's why it's best to let the dust settle.
What, Dustin? Where's Greg?
No.
I'm starving. I want my lunch.
But just concentrate on getting your licence first, eh? Make sure your lessons are good.
Yeah, I will. Hey, listen, I still haven't thanked you for the car. You're a fantastic brother.
Is that this not your usual opinion of me?
Yeah, well, you've sure made up for a lot of things this time.
Adolf.
Are you two going to kiss or what?
Hey, shut up, Lucy.
I want my lunch.
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit peckish myself.
Okay, Lucy, make us some sandwiches.
It's not fair.
Come on, we'll all make some sandwiches.
Where's Grant?
Oh, she can't be too far away.
Here we go. I think I've got all the orange off the wall. Trust Turner. Even its oranges for 6. It's fun though, isn't it?
Yeah. Although I don't think my back will ever be the same after all that limboing.
Ah, that's what I like to see. Somebody else cleaning up for a change. Oh, by the way, congratulations on your exam results.
Thanks.
Where's Charlene? Excused herself from the hard work as usual?
No, she's gone job hunting.
We just thought we'd have a bit of a get-together, you know? Exchange exam results. We said we'd lock up after we've cleaned the place up. Hope you don't mind.
Mind? Good heavens, no, it's all the less for me to do. Well, don't let me interrupt. I'm just going to grab a cheesecake. I'm going to go and have lunch with Susan. Job hunting, eh? And doing well in her exams. I think someone switched daughters on me. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Lucky she didn't see this place a couple of hours ago, hey? Listen, Jane, I was sort of thinking there's no reason why we couldn't, go out, you know, somewhere.
Together.
Yeah,
Mike, I don't think...
Well, why not? I mean, we're enjoying each other's company, aren't we?
Yeah, but that doesn't change anything. I told you and Shane that if you went through with that stupid boxing match, I didn't want to see you again. Well, I meant what I said.
We can still be friends, though, can't we?
Of course we can. Just friends.
Come in. I've got everything prepared so it won't take long. Thanks for bringing the cheesecake.
Oh, that's all right. It was lovely of you to invite me.
Well, we should see more of each other. Well, I don't know, the time just seems to get away. What with the office and everything.
Yes, how are things going there?
Jane is a great help.
I was thinking more of Paul.
Oh, he's his usual grouchy self. But to be fair to him, well, he's got a lot on his plate. With Mrs. Mangle being sick, he's got a lot to cope with at the hotel.
Yes, Mrs. Mangle was very quiet at Christmas, wasn't she? Not that I'm complaining, Mum.
Certainly was. I wonder what's happened to Mr. Mangle.
Oh, heaven knows. Anyway, even if Paul is busy, he's got no right to be taking things out on you.
Well, Paul's just a little difficult to get along with, that's all.
I think his nose is out of joint.
What about?
You and Clive?
Well, he's got no right to be that way.
You know, you're very lucky to have found someone like Clive.
Yes, I am. He's everything a girl could want. And he adores Sam. He'll make a wonderful father.
Unlike Fred. Has he been in touch with you, by the way, just to find out how Sam is?
Not a word. But it's just as well because I don't need Fred in my life.
Hear, hear. Have you set the wedding date yet?
Saturday fortnight. You'll be getting an invitation in a couple of days. We want to keep it fairly quiet and small, just family and close friends.
Why? Big weddings are lovely.
Oh, not when you've got a baby. Just seems a bit silly.
I wouldn't let that make any difference if I were you. I mean, you don't have to walk down the aisle in white or... Oh, Susan, I'm sorry. Anyway, are you going to keep working after you get married?
I'd like to, but...
But you don't know how Paul's going to handle it.
I never know what to expect from Paul.
Graham's not here, is she?
No, I haven't seen her.
Oh, that's strange. She said she was coming back to work when Scott got his foot out of plaster.
How is he, anyway?
Oh, he's cheered up a lot when I gave him his new car. So how did you do with your HSC results?
All right.
Oh, yeah, better than all right from what I've heard. You haven't got them here, have you?
Well, as a matter of fact, I have.
Jane, these results are fantastic.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with them.
I bet your Gran was too.
Although Nan's not quite herself just yet.
Yeah, to be honest, I'll be glad when she's well enough to come back to work.
You've been very reasonable, you know, giving her time off and everything.
Oh, she's a valuable employee, and I'm not quite the ogre I'm cracked up to be. No, the hotel is taking up a lot of my time, though. Actually, I'd really appreciate it if you could stay on until she's better.
I'll stay on as long as you like.
Great. Suppose you'd like a bit of free time off before you start uni, though.
Well, I was going to take a year off before uni. I thought I might try out for a cheerleader.
A cheerleader? Oh, you got to be kidding.
Well, I was told I had a bit of talent as a dancer, and, well, I realise it'll be hard work.
With these sorts of results, you could probably do well in half a dozen different fields. Look, I'm not knocking cheerleading, but I really think you're too intelligent to let that go to waste, Jane. Look, in today's business world, there's just as many opportunities for a woman as there are for a man. I really think if you put your mind to it, you could have a great career ahead of you.
Maybe.
Oh, I'm sure of it. As long as you don't get sidetracked, of course.
Well, I wasn't really serious about the cheerleading thing.
Yeah, well, I'm not just talking about that. I mean, personal relationships can get in the way of it too.
Well, I won't let that happen, will I? I'm only young. I've got plenty of time ahead of me yet. I'm going to work really hard and make something of myself.
Smart girl. And wait for the right guy too.
Okay, put your foot down, mate. See what this thing can do. 120 k's. Watch the corner, watch the corner. Whoa! One or two wheels, I don't believe it. Oh, wow. Yeah! Oh, wow. Turbo. Right, ready?
Oh, Lucy. Yeah, have you heard anything from Gran yet? Look, can you get her to give me a call when she gets in? Yeah. Okay, bye, darling. Hope Gran does get in this afternoon. Home Jam's bookwork's getting a bit behind.
Well, would you like me to try and sort it out?
No, I'd prefer you try and keep the computer filing up to date.
I'm back. Sorry I'm a bit late, but I had Madge over for lunch.
Oh, so I suppose you made her late back to the bar as well, did you?
We'll both make up the time.
You get an hour for lunch, Susan. I think that's ample. In future, make sure it is. Some trouble in the hotel kitchens. If you need me, you know where to find me, won't you?
How come he's so tough on you?
Ask him.
Paul rang me and told me about it. Don't reckon you're gonna make it any shinier.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna try and keep her immaculate.
Well, let's have a talk.
Greg?
That's me.
Oh, hi, Dad.
Hello, darling.
Dad, I know how disappointed you are about my results,
Yes, I am. But I don't blame you. I realise you had a lot to contend with at the time. What I am annoyed about is your attitude toward going back to school.
Dad, you can't force me to go back.
I realise that. I had hoped that you might do the sensible thing without arguing.
I just couldn't face it, could I? That's it, you know?
Well, that's probably because you've just got your results. We'll talk about it again in a couple of days.
Well, it won't make me feel any different, okay?
Let's just leave it for the moment. I also want to talk to you about your car. Lucy?
Yeah?
Did your gran say you could have those so close to dinner?
Gran's not here.
Oh, still at the office, is she?
No, Paul rang a couple of times to see if she was home.
Well, that's odd. You sure she didn't leave a note?
Oh, he couldn't find one. She's been out all afternoon.
Gran always lets us know when she's going out and always makes our lunches.
Well, I'm sure she knew you'd survive. How about a driving lesson?
Oh, great, yeah.
And if you're going to learn to drive, you might as well learn to drive properly. Lucy, what about doing your gran a favour and getting the vegetables started for her?
Okay.
Well, you better get a move on, because she's likely to walk in the door any moment.
All right.
Good afternoon, Daniels Corporation. Oh, yes, Jim. No, we haven't seen her all day. Here's Paul now. It's your father. Will I put it through?
No, I'll take it here. G'day, Dad. What happened to Gran? She said she was coming back this afternoon.
I don't know, she's still out. Car's gone, so I'm not sure where she's got to.
Oh. Well, the office was empty at lunchtime for a while. Maybe she popped in there. Anyway, she'll show up. Have you spoken to Scott about his new car?
Sort of. We've both calmed down a bit now about his exam results. Matter of fact, I'll just give him a driving lesson.
Oh, really? What did you think of the new wheels?
Good. Could do with a tune-up, though.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I was a bit short with you about buying it for him. It was a nice gesture. I'm just a bit worried about him getting back into a car, that's all.
Yeah, sure. Dad, thanks. Look, I'm going to be working back tonight. Can you tell Gran to give me a call when she does get in?
Yeah, sure. I'll catch up with you later.
Okay, bye. I want you to work back for me tonight, Sue.
Tonight?
Yep.
I can't. Mrs. Kirkwood's going out tonight.
Well, can't Clive look after Sam? He did when he came to Adelaide with me.
Yeah, but he's got a patient due to have a baby and he might be called out to deliver it.
I thought you and Sam came first with Clive no matter what.
If you'd asked me earlier, I might have been able to arrange it.
Well, I'm asking you now.
I'm sorry, but you've left it too late. I'm due to pick up Sam in 10 minutes.
Oh, and of course you have to cook Clive's dinner too, don't you?
I don't have to do it. Clive's more than capable of cooking his own meals, but I want to. I want to do as much for him as I possibly can. He's done so much for me.
Is that why you're marrying him, is it? Out of gratitude.
That's none of your damn business. And that's why you're treating me like this, isn't it? Because I'm going to marry Clive?
Oh, you got tickets on yourself, haven't you? Look, when I took you on, you said you were up to this job.
I was 10 minutes late back from lunch. The first time I've been late back in weeks. Does that make me inefficient? Incapable of doing the job? If you can't start treating me like a human being, you better find someone else.
You resigning?
No. If you want me to go, you'll have to fire me. I'm not going to make it easy for you. Well?
I'll think about it overnight.
You do that. Good night, Jane.
Good night.
Jane, would you work back a couple of hours for me tonight?
Sure. I'll have to ring Nan, though.
Fine. Actually, how would you like to make this job a little more permanent?
Not if you're going to fire Susan.
Well, integrity as well as intelligence, eh?
Thanks. Well, she hasn't been to the Community Justice Centre.
Well, she's probably just gone to an art gallery, Dad. Lost track of time or something.
No, they're still closed for the Christmas break.
Found out anything about Gran?
Not yet, darling. She'll probably walk through that door at any moment.
What about dinner? The vegetables are going brown.
Well, I don't know what meat you cook. How about chops?
I'd rather roast.
Oh, what's wrong with my cooking? Oh, there's a thought. I might just slip over and check.
If Charlene's home, don't say anything about the car, okay? I want to say something myself. Okay?
All right.
I'm hungry.
Oh, well, maybe the best thing is have some takeaway. You go get something for us.
Sure.
Scott?
What do you want? Chinese or pizza?
Anything you like.
Pizza!
All right, you set the table. Get everything ready.
I wish I could drive there.
Well, after the driving lesson today, I reckon you'll be ready to go for your test. Just 2 more lessons.
Yeah? Oh, great. All right, I'll be back
Dad?
soon.
You don't need cutlery with pizza. You eat pizza with your fingers.
Oh, you're right again. Well, did anything happen today to upset you, Gran? I mean, apart from Scott's HSC results.
Well, there was another one of those letters from America. The ones she doesn't tell us about.
Oh, yeah.
Who are they from?
Well, don't worry about that, darling. That's your Gran's business. You set the table. I'm going to see Mrs. Mitchell. Back in a moment.
Okay. Hope Grad's all right.
I'm sure she's fine. Just running a bit late.
Oh, what sort of good news? I'll believe that when I hear it. All Dad seems to bring with him is trouble. Oh, Mum, I do wish you could have talked him out of it. He was only here a few weeks before Christmas. Yep. Yes, Mum, thanks for warning me. I'll speak to you later in the week. Bye.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your telephone call.
No, we'd finished. That was just Mum warning me that Dad's about to land on us again. She says he's got good news for me. The only good news as far as Dad's concerned is he's staying at home. How's Scott's foot?
Oh, he's had the plaster off. Seems as good as gold. Hardly got any limp at all, really.
Oh, they heal quickly when they're young, don't they?
Yeah. Madge, have you seen Helen at all today?
Helen? No, I don't think so. Why? Is something wrong?
Oh, I don't know. She was due to start back at work this afternoon, but she didn't turn up. But the car's not there. She must have gone somewhere.
It's a wonder she's not back by now.
That's what I thought.
Of course, she has been pretty upset lately.
She said she told you.
Well, she told me some of it, but I can't help feeling that she's not telling me everything.
Yeah, I got the same impression. Been getting these letters lately from America. Never says much about them, but they always seem to upset her. She got one today.
Well, maybe that's the explanation. Maybe she just wanted to be alone for a while.
Yeah, maybe.
Yes?
Is Mrs. Daniels at home?
No.
Ah, then perhaps your father.
No, he's not home either.
Is there anyone I can talk to?
Yes, mate.
You're here alone?
My dad will be back any minute now.
Then perhaps I'll come in and wait for him. It's okay, you're quite safe with me. I am a minister of the church.
Yeah, I guess so. Come in.
Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
Do you have any idea what time Mrs. Daniels will be home?
No, didn't even know she was going out. Wish she'd hurry up. Gran's usually home by now.
Oh, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. She's probably visiting friends or something. Although it is hard not to worry these days. So many terrible things happen to people. Makes you afraid to step out from your own front door sometimes.
Gran says that sometimes.
Hello, Errol Price.
Jim Robinson.
Ah, yes, you were Terry's father-in-law.
Do you know Terry?
Yes, I did. She was a lovely girl. It was such a tragedy.
Have you set the table, darling?
Oh, I've nearly finished. Yeah, okay.
Please sit down, Reverend Price. I'm sorry, you were saying something about Terry.
Oh, I should have explained. I'm the prison chaplain at the Lincoln Detention Centre.
I see.
I got to know Terry quite well. Well, very well, as a matter of fact. And there are a couple of things I was hoping to discuss with you and your son. But obviously I've come at rather a bad time. The little girl, Lucy, is it? She tells me your mother-in-law's missing.
Lucy's a bit of an exaggerator. Helen's not exactly missing. She's just a bit late getting home. She's probably visiting friends or something.
You know, that's exactly what I said.
I'm home. Where's the little man?
Sleep.
I must be losing my touch. My kisses are meant to be guaranteed at a range of 50 metres. I better try again.
You're late.
So is Mrs. Christopoulos.
What?
The pregnancy we've been having all that trouble with. She had a son, Alexander Theo Clive Christopoulos, at 5:27 this afternoon. It was her 4th try. We've been treating her with kid clubs, so to speak, trying to get her somewhere near full term. She's actually 4 days late.
You make it sound like all her troubles are over. Hope she's not planning on going back to work.
You've had a fight with Paul.
Oh, I can't hide anything from you, can I?
Well, Paul's never been the easiest person to work for. Ask anyone who's tried. Zoe, Kate, Madge. He expects too much.
We weren't arguing about work.
I see.
Well, on the surface we were, but that wasn't really what it was all about, if you know what I mean.
Sure. In his own self-destructive way, Paul's still in love with you. If our positions were reversed, I know I'd be jealous.
Well, you wouldn't take it out on anybody else.
There is a way around it.
No, Clive, I pay my own way.
I'd only have to increase my workload at the surgery a little bit.
I said no. It's my problem and I'll handle it. Now go get changed because dinner will be ready in 10 minutes.
Yep, that'll just give me time.
Time for what?
I thought I'd go and pay Mrs. Mangle a quick visit.
But you just got home.
10 minutes, I promise. Huh?
You know, you're lucky I'm not the jealous type because, I'd be worried about you and Mrs. Mangle.
I can't hide anything from you, can I?
10 minutes.
I'm coming. Oh, Dr. Gibbons.
Well, this isn't my night. Nobody seems very glad to see me.
Oh, you know, you're always very welcome here. It's just that, well, I'm not feeling too well today.
You haven't been feeling too well for quite a while now.
Please, sit down.
Thank you. How's Jane?
I saw her in passing at breakfast. She seemed quite well then. She's working late at the office.
When are you going back to work?
I don't know. Next week, perhaps. Mr. Robinson's holding my job open until I feel up to returning.
How about Len? Have you heard from him?
No, and I don't expect to. What's more, I don't want to hear from him. I do not want his name mentioned in this house.
Mrs. Mangle, please, tell me what happened that night.
If you'll excuse me, I have dinner to prepare.
No, you don't. You're not staying here and having dinner by yourself tonight. You're coming over to have it with Susan and
no,
myself.
I couldn't,
That
Dr.
is not an
Gibbons.
invitation, it's a prescription.
Oh, no,
so you're
no,
good to get
how
out of this
could I
place.
impose it
You
on
could.
you both?
Okay. Take a bag and we'll go.
Yes, well, well, if you insist.
Yes, I do.
I'm sorry, but there's nothing you or anyone can tell me about Terry that I really want to hear.
Why don't you listen to what he has to say first?
Look, Terry's dead. I'm the one that has to live with it.
We all do. We all have to share the responsibility for her death. I got to know Terry quite well while she was with us, if anybody can claim to have known her well, and I can't help telling myself there must have been something more I could have done to get through to her, some different approach I could have tried.
Hang on. There was another minister at the prison the night she died, an older man.
Oh, yes, my relief. I wasn't on duty at the time. I wasn't there when she needed me most.
Yeah, wouldn't have made much difference. I mean, there's nothing you could have done. It's just the way Terry was.
Oh, sorry, Dad. There was a queue about 2 miles long.
This is my other son, Scott. Scott, Reverend Price. He knew Terry.
Yeah, I saw you in Ramsay Street this morning, didn't I?
Yes. I intended on calling earlier. Unfortunately, I found I'd left my address book at home. I wasn't sure exactly which house. However, I'm very glad to have met you all. I'll leave you with your dinner.
Oh, thanks.
And I know you have other worries on your minds.
Well, perhaps you'd call back tomorrow. Helen will be home by then, and I'm sure she'd like to meet you.
Oh, and me also. My prayers will be with you.
You might at least have tried to be polite.
Dad, don't start. I don't want anyone bringing up my past again, minister or no minister. It's not my fault that he's losing sleep because he wasn't there the night Terry died.
It doesn't occur to you that he came round here because he thought you might be losing sleep too.
I thought I was coping very well until he showed up.
Were you, Paul? Sometimes I wonder.
Well, you look very happy, don't you? Well, now, I can't eat beans, of course. They're much too acidic.
Yes, Mrs. Mac.
Oh, and lamb. All that fat.
No beans, no lamb.
Have you seen egg whisk?
Clive.
No, we've got one. Daphne used to use it to strain spaghetti.
What is that woman doing here?
Look, I realise you've had a lousy day, and maybe I should have thought it through a bit better before I asked her. But she's had a rough trot lately. You'd have done the same thing if you'd been there.
I wouldn't bet on it. All right, but don't expect me to be the life and soul of the party. No beans, no lamb. We were having both.
It's all under control. I'm making omelette. Not even Mrs. Mangle could object to wholesome, nourishing eggs.
I wouldn't bet on that. Oh,
Leave it. Mrs. Mangle, would you mind checking on Sam, please?
I can't be looking after babies with my arthritis.
Excuse me. Think I could smell something burning.
Oh, what's all this about then? Getting all hot and bothered. There, that's better, isn't it? Yeah, shh. That's better. A big smile.
Yeah, well, she just needs a bit of work on
I
her.
know he was a reverend, sweetheart,
Yeah,
but
that's
you know
me.
the rules.
Never let strangers into the house while you're on your own.
Thought you'd jump at the chance of getting some practice. Yeah, well, she just needs
Are you going to be
tune
on the
up.
phone all night?
Dad, he's only talking to Charlene about his new car.
The girl only lives next door.
All right, I'll speak to you tomorrow.
I don't want the telephone tied up in case your grandmother's trying to get through to
Hey,
us.
look, she's probably just got tied up with friends somewhere and lost track of time.
Come on, Dad, I bet you that's just what's happened.
Look, I guarantee she's going to come walking in that door, all embarrassed
Gran
with...
never comes home late. Not without telling us where she is first.
Oh, look, why don't I phone some of her friends and see if anyone's seen her?
Thank you.
All right. I'll use the phone at the office so I don't tie this one up. In fact, I'll check a diary. There might be something in there.
Good idea. If you don't have any luck there, would you start calling the hospitals, just in case?
What's this then?
Now, that's white with 1 sugar, right?
Thank you. Sugar's one thing you doctors haven't taken away from me yet. Now, I'm sure it's only a matter of time.
Come on, Sam, time for your nightcap.
May I?
He's a bit fussy.
Aren't they all, my dear? Now, what do you say, Sam? Would you like Auntie Nell to feed you? Yes, I'm sure he would.
Oh, why not? Thank you.
We've got some carrot cake somewhere, haven't we?
Yeah, in the pantry.
I'll get it.
Well, at least some things don't change. Babies will always need someone to feed them.
Yeah.
Enjoy it while you can, my dear. You won't thank you for it later. Of course, in my day, there just wasn't a chance for a mother to go out to work. It just wasn't done. I gave up everything to look after my children. No, they don't thank you.
But I thought you only had one, Amanda?
Amanda's the only one I've kept up with. But there was another. That's a side of motherhood that you have yet to learn about. Oh, come on now, young man, not so fast. You'll give yourself a tummy ache.
All right, thanks, Paul. Good night.
What do you say?
None of her friends have seen her today.
What about the hospitals?
No one answering her description's been admitted.
It's not pretty bad, isn't it?
Oh, I don't think there's any need for us to panic yet.
Grant's never done anything like this before.
Look, we know she's not in hospital, so that means she hasn't had an accident or anything. She probably had to go somewhere and forgot to tell us. You ought to go to bed and stop worrying about it.
Yeah, okay.
Good night, Dad. Good night, mate. And just check that Lisa's asleep, will you?
What do I tell her if she isn't?
Tell her what I told you. That I'm sure Helen's going to be all right.
Okay. No.
Right. Yeah, I'd like to report a missing person. Helen?
No.
Oh, must have dozed off.
You've been up all night.
Well, I thought... No, I don't know what I thought, really. Best to have someone on deck, I suppose.
So there's no need to ask you if you've heard anything?
You?
No, no. Oh, I did find a car, though.
Where?
I was in the car park at work. I didn't see it there last night.
And somebody put it there.
Dad, I said I didn't see it there. That doesn't necessarily mean it wasn't there. What did the police say?
Come on, Dad. You got the right to know.
Well, as a matter of fact, they weren't very interested.
Oh, you're kidding.
Your grandmother's past the age of consent. She's entitled to stay out all night if she wants to. I mean, they even suggested she might have wanted a night off on her own.
Yeah, Gran wouldn't go off without telling us.
Well, I know that, and you know that, but you have to look at it from their point of view. They get dozens of calls like this every day. 95% of them are false alarms.
Oh, yeah? What about the other 5%?
Well, Paul rang and asked if I'd seen her, but that's all I know.
Jim Robinson wasn't at all keen to discuss the matter when I called over to inquire. From what I can gather, Mrs. Daniel's been missing all night. Her clothes are still there, but she's disappeared without a trace. Amnesia.
I doubt it, Mrs. Mangle.
Oh, you read about it all the time. People lose their memories, wander off.
Yes, well, it does happen, but it's pretty rare. I think you'll find she'll turn up any minute with a boring but logical explanation. Now, if you'll excuse me, duty calls...
Yes, of course. Is Susan still home? I wanted to give her these and thank her for the evening. They're homemade.
It's a lovely thought, but I'm afraid Susan's not here. She's taken Sam over to Mrs. Kirkwood's on her way to work.
Well, you can take them. And thank you for inviting me.
I'm glad you accepted.
It was a pleasant evening, wasn't it? Oh, young Sam's a delight. How Susan can look after him properly and work at the same time.
Well, hopefully she won't have to work after we're married.
She won't be getting married as a bride, of course. I mean, in white with all that implies.
Susan only wants a simple wedding.
Oh, yes, of course, but Oh, Mr. Robinson, is there any news of Mrs. Daniels?
No, not yet. In fact, I'm just checking to see if anyone did see her yesterday. You sure neither of you did?
Sorry.
We're at a loss.
I've just thought. There must have been someone home when that minister came round because somebody let him in.
But last night, but Dad and Lucy were home.
No, before lunch, 11:30 at the latest. I remember because I was vacuuming my front room, and I thought how strange that a minister should be calling
Mrs. Mangle, thank you very much. Thank you.
What on earth?
Yeah, well, thanks a lot. Okay, bye.
Who's that?
Oh, Greg Crowley. His uncle owns a news agency in Wall Street. They need someone for the holidays. Greg wanted me to go for it.
Why don't you?
Well, the interview's this morning. I thought it'd be best if I hang around here.
You don't get changed.
Dad, I can't. I'm not while Gran...
Listen, I'd rather you had something to do than you were sitting around the place stewing. Go on. Miss Scott, see if Lucy's all right, would you? She's taking an awfully long time to get dressed.
I thought you said the Reverend Price hadn't met Gran.
That's right.
Well, what was he doing here yesterday morning?
Eh?
Well, Mrs. Mangle said she saw him about 11 o'clock and Gran let him in. Strange that he didn't mention it.
Could have been an oversight.
Oh, come off it, Dad. I mean, he actually said he was looking forward to meeting her.
Well, let's not make any wild accusations till we've got some proof.
Fine by me.
What are you doing?
You want proof? I know just where to get it.
Good morning, Reverend.
Good morning.
You're not from this parish, are you?
No.
I didn't think so. I know most of the local ministers quite well. Of course, they're all much older men. Young people don't seem to be going into the ministry the way they used to.
No, it does seem as if God's call falls upon deaf ears these days. Good heavens, it's at the time. I must dash, if you'll excuse
I
me.
happened to see you yesterday when you called on Mrs. Daniels. I was rather hoping that you'd come back today. I need to talk things over with a clergyman.
Surely your own minister.
Oh, sometimes it's so much easier to discuss things with a stranger, if you follow my meaning.
I would love to oblige, but I promise...
In my day, it was considered unchristian to turn one's back on a stranger when they approached you for help. But I suppose all that's changed.
You're quite right. I do apologize. There are times when we all need to be reminded of our duty, as the Lord reminds us in the parable of the Good Samaritan.
Oh, yes, exactly.
You look fine.
Yeah, well, I still don't feel right about going there.
I'll let you know if anything happens, I promise. Paul's taking the day off. He and Lucy can keep me company.
Who's he talking to?
Oh, I don't know, a client or something. Now, you get a move on and don't be late. Make sure you get the job, because the money will come in handy for you to insure your car.
Yeah, okay. Oh, well, see you later, I suppose. See you later.
Good luck.
Good luck. Thanks. Lucy, I think Basil's probably a bit lonely. Why don't you go and have a talk to him?
Have you found something out about Gran?
No.
Yes, you have. I want to know, Paul.
Let her hear it, Paul. What's wrong?
All right, I got on to the governor of the jail. Yes, there is a minister there by the name of Reverend Price. But he's on holidays at the moment.
Yeah, well, that's fine. I mean, that explains how he had time to come here.
Dad, Reverend Price, the real Reverend Price, is 52 years old.
Oh, my God.
I said there was another minister there the night Terry died. There is only one minister that works at the jail, and the guy that was here last night is not him.
Well, who is he?
What's
he up to?
I've got no idea, but I know one thing for sure. He's got to have something to do with Gran's disappearance.
You've got to find him.
But how?
Well, he said he was coming back here today.
Oh, not likely after the reception he got from me. And if he doesn't come back, where do we start looking?
Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. one another. That's when good neighbors become good friends.
So as you can see, Reverend Price, I was distraught at the time. I didn't know which way to turn. My only thought was to rid myself of him once and for all.
You mustn't distress yourself. Your husband obviously subjected you to all kinds of provocation.
Oh, he did. Indeed he did. I suffered at his hands for most of my life. If anyone ever had an excuse for such callous behaviour, it was me, surely.
We're all human, Mrs. Mangle.
Well, I can't say how pleased I am to be able to discuss these delicate matters with such a charming member of the clergy.
That's what I'm here for. But as much as I'd love to continue our chat, I did promise the Robinsons I'd pop in first thing.
Oh.
Perhaps I can come and visit some other time.
I look forward to it. I'm afraid I've been very selfish chatting away like this. The Robinsons must be out of their minds with worry over Mrs. Daniels.
Yes, it is a very distressing time for them. The Lord moves in mysterious ways.
Goodbye, Reverend.
Goodbye.
I don't think we should call the police about this fellow yet, that's all.
Well, I say we should do something.
Well, what if we're on the wrong horse? You know what they were like last time?
You think we're all going to look like idiots, is that it?
No.
Look, Dad, I don't know what sort of a stunt this Reverend Price or whoever the hell he is trying to pull. But I bet you anything he's got something to do with Gran's disappearance. I say we get the police.
I'd like a bit more evidence first.
What more evidence do you need? Look, you know he's not who he says he is. And the guy I spoke to at the prison didn't make some stupid mistake. The real Reverend Price is the one I saw at the prison hospital that night, I'm sure of it. Look, Gran's disappeared, this guy turns up, it can't be coincidence. I'd say he's got something to do with the disappearance.
I told you to stay in your room.
But the Reverend's coming up the driveway. I saw him from my window.
All right, now we'll make him tell us where Gran is, even if I have to beat it out of him.
Paul, that's not going to work.
Well, what do you suggest?
Well, he might be the only person who knows where Helen is. We've got to play along with him so he doesn't suspect we know anything. Hopefully he'll let something slip.
All right, look, we'll do it your way. But if anything goes wrong, I'm going to take things into my own hands.
I want you to go over to Ramsay's, darling.
But, Dad...
No. Shh. Off you go. This is serious. Quick, out the back door.
Good morning, Mr. Robinson.
Reverend Price, good morning.
I trust Mrs. Daniels arrived home safe and sound?
No, she's still missing.
Oh, dear. I know how difficult this must be for you all, if you'll allow me to share the burden of your worry.
Well, it's very thoughtful of you. We were hoping you might call by. Please come in.
G'day, Maggie.
Oh, it's you. I suppose you better come in.
Oh, that's a fine welcome for your dad.
Mum said you had some good news for me. I told her she was contradicting herself. Charlene, your grandfather's here. Again.
G'day, sunshine. Got a kiss for an old digger?
Oh, Grants. You and Gran aren't fighting again, are you?
No, me and Gran aren't fighting again, are we? What's the matter with you lot? A man comes all the way down here. Shane, you got a kiss for me too?
G'day, Grandad.
Yeah, you keeping that kid from down the street under control? Who got the girl?
Well, actually, it was a bit of a stunt.
Mrs. Mitchell, the minister's over at our place. Paul says he's got something to do with Gran's disappearance.
What's this about Helen Daniels?
We can't find her anywhere. Paul says that Reverend Price has got her and that he's not a real reverend at all.
Shit.
You been watching those late night movies again, Lucy?
It's true. Dad told me to come over here. He and Paul want to find out what's happened to Gran.
Maybe the Reverend's holding her for ransom, trying to raise money for the orphans.
You think I'm making it up, don't you? But I'm not.
Oh, stop it, the pair of you. Are you sure about this, love?
Paul rang the prison that Terry was in. They said that the real Reverend Price was much older than this one. They're scared he might hurt Gran.
Maybe I better go next door.
Good idea. Let's show him how Ramsay deals with troublemakers.
Oh, no, you don't. Would you stop thinking with your fists for a change? Jim and Paul aren't idiots. Let them deal with the man.
Oh, come on, Auntie. Imagine.
I want Gran to come home.
Oh, it's all right, love. It's all right.
I understand how distressing this must be for you. I've lost someone close myself. And it must be doubly hard on you. So soon after Terry's death. You must feel some responsibility for that in the circumstances.
Well, that's just something I've learned to live with.
Yes, I suppose acceptance of God's will is the wisest choice.
I'll make some tea, if you'll excuse me for a moment, Reverend.
Of course. Forgive me if I upset you by mentioning Terry. Perhaps if you confront your grief, bring it all out into the open. I'd be only too willing to lend an ear.
Paul, do you know where that spare jug element is?
Excuse me, Reverend, I won't be a minute.
Be careful, Paul. Just take it easy.
Dad, your way isn't working. I still say we make him tell us.
No, there's a better way. We'll get someone to follow him when he leaves. Hopefully he might lead us to Helen.
Oh, well, I'll follow him.
No. It has to be somebody that he hasn't met. Shane would do.
Okay, well, will you keep the Reverend busy and I'll go and talk to Shane?
Make it quick. We blew the element on the jug. Sorry, Paul's fixing it. Tea shouldn't be long.
Dad said that if Paul didn't go, they'd never find out what happened to Glenn.
Oh, Paul, I've been worried sick.
I
Lucy
haven't got
tells
time
us
to explain now, Madge. Listen, I need your help, mate.
Yeah, sure, with this minister bloke.
Yeah, I want you to follow him, just see where he goes. I mean, he might lead us to Gran.
Do you reckon? I mean, we're a bit off this cops and robbers stuff, aren't we?
Hey, it's our only chance.
Well, why can't you go?
Well, he knows me. I mean, he's never met you before.
Well, why don't you both leave it to the police?
We haven't got time, Madge. He's getting nervous. Well, what do you say?
Well, it all sounds a bit sus to me, but... No, I don't want to see Helen get hurt. Okay.
I'll come with you.
Charlie, no.
Oh, he's got to have a partner. They always do on TV.
Now who's been watching too many late-night movies?
Hold your horses, the lot of you. I'm the best man for the job. I've forgotten more about this sort of stuff than any of you could ever know. I was lead scout of my platoon in the war.
Come on, mate. I don't know how much longer... Dad
Yes,
can
off
hold
you
it.
go. Really, you two are going to be a great help, aren't you? A teenage girl who thinks she's Mata Hari and an old man who thinks he won Second World War all by himself.
Geez, you're a stick in the mud, Maggie.
I do wish you'd stop treating this as some kind of silly adventure. For goodness sake, Helen Daniels is missing. If Jim and Paul are right and this bogus minister's involved, well, things could get very serious.
Why would he be hanging around your place if he's got something to do with the disappearance of Helen?
I don't know, but I think he's got something to do with Terry's death. Well, he keeps mentioning it. Anyway, look, he's the only clue we got, so whatever you do, don't lose him, all right?
Ah, don't worry, mate. I'll stick like glue.
All right, listen, give us a ring as soon as you know anything. I'll be at home. I better go, otherwise he's going to miss me.
Have you seen him yet? He's got a good disguise.
I hope he doesn't think we won't give him a good thumping just because he's wearing his collar back to front.
Look, you two shut up. This is serious.
You go and get a rope, Sunshine. We might need to tie him up after I've overpowered him.
Grandad,
Oh, hurry up, girl.
what if he's got a gun? He could be really dangerous.
Yes, I didn't think of that. You know, my heart condition's been troubling me a bit lately. Nasty pains in the chest and that. Maybe I'll slow you young ones down. I'll go inside the house and have a nip of that medicinal brandy. Set up headquarters. You can't have an army without a headquarters, I always say.
But he always says that.
Look, why don't you go into the house too, hey? This is no place for a girl.
What's it matter that I'm a girl?
Oh, not now.
Hey, I've got just as much right to be here as you, Shane Ramsay. And I'm staying.
I can't begin to tell you what a tight-knit family this is, and Helen's always been a tower of strength. She's, well, since my wife died, she's been a mother to young Lucy. I don't know how I'll cope if anything happens to her. Tear the family apart.
I can see the depth of your suffering. But what about your son? How's he coping? And where is he, by the way?
Well, the nuts on the element were probably seized a bit, and I imagine he's gone down to get a spat. Oh, here he is. I was just saying to the Reverend that you were having trouble with the nuts.
Well, yeah, the nuts on the jug, they're hard to get off. Devil of a job, actually. But it's okay. It won't be long, really.
Look, it's getting late. I have an appointment. Yes, an appointment. I'm afraid I'm going to have to skip the tea. If you'll excuse me.
Now, the whole idea is to travel incognito. You'll stick out like a sore thumb if you're following by yourself.
What the hell would you know? You're not coming, and that's final.
Oh,
reason Paul asked you to do it was so he wouldn't get suspicious. Now, what looks more normal? A couple going for a walk or some guy skulking in...
How many times do I have to tell you? There he goes. For once in your life, do as you are told. I'll let him get ahead a bit, then we'll follow. Okay.
Hi. You two look like young lovers.
G'day, Kelly.
Charlene, what's shaking?
Not much, really. We've got to go. Bye.
Great to see you, Kelly. Good luck in your court case, Kelly.
Oh, cheer up, Kelly. Going to court's not going to be that bad.
It's not the court case. Bumped into Charlene and Shane on my way back from the shops. They treated me like I had leprosy or something. Hardly said 2 words.
It's not like them.
And I was dumb enough to think I'd made some friends around this place.
Look, you're probably making mountains out of molehills because you're worried about today.
Yeah, maybe.
Forget Shane and Charlene. You've got far more important things to think about. Now, why don't you go and get changed? We have to convince the magistrate that you're clean cut.
Bit of camouflage, eh? I'll go and find myself a disguise.
Oh, no, that's blown it. I'll have to run back and get the bike.
Oh, great. It'll only take you half an hour to get it going.
Well, I've got to do something. You'll get away for sure. Oh, smart Alec.
Follow that cart. Wow, I've always wanted to say that.
I wish Des was here. He's not much use to us at a seminar.
What'd I do if they do throw me in the slammer?
They won't do that. You could get through this with one arm tied behind your back. Look, you've been in trouble before, but this time I'll be with you. Oh, come on, we'd better get going.
Suppose I don't have much choice, do I?
Oh, just wait until I get my hands on that daughter of mine. You know, I am amazed that you had the good sense not to go with her.
Well, it was a tough decision, Maggie. I'm famous for laughing in the face of danger.
I don't know why anyone would want to go. The man's creepy. I hope he hasn't hurt Gran.
I just don't understand why a man would want to do that sort of thing.
Well, he said he knew Terry. Well, that was the reason he gave for coming in the first place.
It seemed as if he wanted to see how upset we were, as if he enjoyed seeing how worried we were about Helen.
Well, the man's obviously not right in the head. I really think you should phone the police.
Oh, I have. They're sending someone over.
Oh, thank goodness for that. At least they listen this time.
Yeah. I just hope Shane and Charlene don't lose him.
What? Well, pay the man. I'm unemployed. Hurry up. What's he doing in the cemetery?
I'm starting to wonder.
What's the name of that little granddaughter of yours, Mrs. Daniels? Lucy. That's it. Little Lucy. Jim tells me she's very upset about you. She's been crying. I'll get her next. I'll give her just enough time to grieve over your death.
I feel very sorry for you. I'm afraid you're very sick.
I've been watching your family suffer, Mrs. Daniels. Like Terry suffered. Your grandson. He was never good enough for her.
I heard Helen's voice.
We'll have to get her out of there somehow.
Wait here, I'm going in.
No, wait, Shane.
Wait there.
He killed her. And I'll kill him. But not yet. I want him to know how it feels. And believe me, Mrs. Daniels, he's suffering. They're all suffering. They're so worried.
It's okay, Helen. We'll be all right. You okay? Go and check on Helen. Come on, mate, get up.
Oh, Sherwin, please, Antoinette.
It's all right, Mrs. Daniels. It's okay. Shane's got him.
Helen, he sounds like a total madman.
Well, the police told us that he was institutionalized for a few years for bashing up some poor young girl.
He fooled everyone into thinking that he'd made a complete recovery. Anyway, he won't be fooling anybody else for quite a while now. Helen and I have to give the police a full statement later.
Yeah, I reckon he should be locked up and they should throw away the key, if you ask me.
Well, I don't care what happens to him. Just as long as you're safe, Gran.
Thanks to Charlene and Shane.
I think the best thing for you to do is to have a hot bath and straight to bed.
Yes, sir. That sounds like a good idea.
Well, thank heavens you're all right, Helen. Come on, you lot. Helen needs a rest.
Well, thanks again, all of you. I don't know what I would have done without you.
Hey, listen, mate, it was easy, mate. He was pretty weak.
Come on, Shane. And as for you, young lady, it's a miracle you're still in one piece. I told you not to go.
Oh,
Go on
truth,
there.
mate, you can't just keep
Patch
off the girls' back all that. She and Shane are fighting
all
hero.
right. Go on.
Oh, I think I'll... Oh. Thank you. I think I'll have that bath.
I'll run it for you.
Oh, it's good to be home.
Gran, it's good to have you home. Gran, it's Ralph Drew or whatever his name is. Why did he pick on you?
Well, apparently he and Terry were once very close. She lost interest, but he never forgot her. He developed this frightening obsession about her. And when he was told that she committed suicide, he wanted revenge. So the first thing he did when he was released from that mental institution was to come looking for us.
Us or me?
Us.
Yeah, but it was really me that he wanted to get at, wasn't it?
Yes, I suppose it was. Oh, Paul, no one's to blame. Ralph Drew is a very sick man. I think I'll go and have that bath.
Alive.
Soften it, mate.
I know the guy's a Fruit Loop, but I can look after myself. Hey, if it wasn't for me, he probably would have got away.
The only thing that saved you was good luck. I specifically told you not to go, and what happens? The minute I turn my back, you sneak off. I've got a good mind to punish you.
Strike me lucky. What, is this some sort of a ticker tape parade? You should be proud of her.
Yeah, I mean, after all, she did clock the bloke.
Oh, shut up, the pair of you.
You should learn to control that short fuse of yours, Maggie.
I'll thank you to mind your own business, Dan Ramsay, and don't call me Maggie.
It is my business, more than you realise. It's about that news your mum said I had for you. I'm in a position to make you a wealthy woman. Maggie?
Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding, you can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
Who'd like a cup of tea?
Mum, didn't you hear what Grandad
Oh,
said?
yes, I heard, but I don't believe a word of it. Your grandfather has a talent for dangling a carrot just before he delivers a lecture. I'm sure he's going to tell me to keep my mouth shut, my shoulder to the wheel and my nose to the grindstone.
Not a pretty picture.
What do you really mean, Grandad, about making Auntie Madge a wealthy woman?
What I said. But as she's obviously not interested.
But she is, aren't you, Mum?
In a word, no.
Well, I was under the impression you were short of cash.
I wouldn't be short of cash if you told that rotten son of yours to pay me the money he owes me for the house, instead of giving it back in dribs and drabs.
Is that it? Has Dad come up with the money?
It's got nothing to do with your father. This is a letter from your Aunt Maud.
She's dead.
I know she's dead, son. She wrote this on her deathbed.
Is it her will?
This is her will. This is a letter to your mother. Do you want to read it, Maggie?
Trust her to have the last word, even on her deathbed. No, you read it. It sounds more like her coming from you.
The way Mum's carrying on, Aunt Maud sounds like a real dragon.
Yeah, I never met her, but the old man was scared stiff of her.
My dear Madge, as you are aware, I have never really approved of you and your wild ways.
Wild ways, Mum.
Your great Aunt Maud was a very narrow-minded woman.
You are fortunate I have been able to find it in my heart to forget the disgraceful incident with that green frog.
Oh, trust her to remember that damn green frog. That was 30 years ago.
What did you do with that green frog, Auntie Madge?
Well,
She hid it in Aunt Maud's nightie, and the screams could be heard for miles around.
Oh, shut up, Charlene.
Can I continue? You may remember how I warned you against marrying that no-hoper Fred Mitchell. As usual, I have been proved right. He left you for a young woman, and from what I hear, your 2 children aren't anything to write home about. Charlene obviously takes after you, and Henry after his father.
That does it. Dad, you can tear that letter up.
Max and Tom have both grown into fine Ramsay men.
Oh, and she must have gone senile.
And are obviously financially secure. For this reason, and also because you are my only niece, I am asking your father, Daniel, to decide if you deserve a legacy from me. Till we meet again, your dear departed Aunt Maud.
Does that mean she's left Auntie Madge some money?
How much?
It could be a lot of money. It could be none. It all depends.
Depends on what?
On whether I think it would be better spent as a memorial to the dear old lady. Some sort of set-up at a university, a foundation. Yeah, why not?
What kind of a memorial could you get for a few dollars?
Who's talking about a few dollars? We're talking about thousands.
How many thousands?
50.
Scott!
Mrs. Mangle, you scared me.
Why should I scare you?
Well, I didn't hear you coming, that's all.
Oh. How's your grandmother?
Yeah, well, she's okay, thanks. She's having a bit of a rest, actually.
Oh, I wanted a word with her.
Yeah, well, I think it'd be best if you left it for a while, Mrs. Mangle. She did have a pretty rough time with that loony guy.
It's about that loony that I wanted to talk to her about. He also convinced me that he was a clergyman. I can understand your grandmother being taken in by him. Did he, by any chance, mention anything about me?
Why should he?
Well, it's just that, well, I took the man at face value as a clergyman, and I confided certain things, as one would to a spiritual advisor, personal things.
Look, relax, Mrs. Mangle. I don't even think the guy's going to remember talking to you, to be honest.
Oh, I hope not.
Tell him about what happened to Mr. Mangle?
I might have known. How dare you creep up and listen into a private conversation?
Well, I didn't know it was private. You were talking loud enough.
What the street is coming to, I really don't.
Kelly, hi, Mrs. Mangle. Hi, Scott.
Hi, Dad.
Oh, Scott, would
Yeah.
you tell your grandmother that I'll see her when she's up and about?
Sure, no problems.
What's upset her this time? I think she's confessed to some minister that she bumped off her old man. She's worried he'll squeal. Well, don't go spreading that story around. We don't want you back in court facing slander charges.
Oh, yeah, that's right. How'd it go?
Got off. by the skin of her teeth. She's only got 200 hours community work to do. Well, she could have served time in jail, Scott. You coming in for lunch? Yeah. Listen to that, anyone who thinks you wanted me to go to jail.
Yeah, well, you're lucky to get off so light.
Such handbags like that, I don't know.
At least I didn't do anyone in like old Granny Mangle. Why don't you give her a lecture about bumping off her old man?
Auntie Madge, please, come and sit down. Let's talk about this.
There's nothing to talk about. He can take Aunt Maud's will and shove it up his jumper.
You're turning down $50,000.
Yes, I know.
Look, you read the will. All you have to do is prove that you deserve the money.
Oh, is that all? Can you imagine how impossible that's going to be? With an old goat like your grandfather acting as judge and jury?
You can see why Maud wasn't sure about her. You're, what's the word? Oh, not unstable, no, unreasonable.
Didn't you have to go out?
I do.
Then please go.
No, Grandad, stay. We should talk about this. Now, that will says that you have to decide if Mum gets the money or not, right?
There is no decision. Now, you can take your miserable $50,000 and give it to the university. That's what you want to do anyway.
Oh, Maggie, you've always misjudged me. I want you to have this money.
Then hand it over.
You know I can't do that. You read the will. I owe it to the family name to make sure that it's, what's the word?
Perpetuated.
Perpetuated in an honourable way. All Maud's asking is that you prove to me that she'd misjudged you all those years.
How's Auntie Madge supposed to do that?
By showing me a gentle and loving side to her nature. By, well, this week treating me with the respect that I deserve. Oh, goodness me, I'll be late for my appointment. Think about it, Maggie.
And don't call me Maggie.
Mum, you have to do it. We need the money.
We're not going to get that money. He wants it to go into a memorial foundation. Can't you see that? It's the Ramsay name's the only thing that matters. He's as bad as Max and Tom. He'll give me hell for a week and then hand it all over to some university or other.
Auntie Madge, we'll help you to be nice to him.
Yeah, come on, Mum. Rams wants love and kindness for a week. Give him $50,000 worth.
I'll think about it.
Hi.
G'day.
Hey, did you get that job at the newsagents?
Someone beat me to it.
Oh.
Right. Leeways crossing. Your grandfather's got me freaked out. He reckons they're going to farm me, you know.
Oh, don't worry about cramps. You're a good driver. Hey, who's the latest?
Charlene, please, the test is tomorrow, you know.
My great-aunt Maud might have left Mum some money in a will.
Yeah, that's great. Hey, listen, can you get your overalls on later and have a look at the engine while I rev it up, please?
Thanks a lot.
Hey, wait. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, okay? And it's great about your Aunt Maud. I just think she's blown a gasket, that's all.
Who, Aunt Maud?
No, the car.
I know. Of course I will.
Thanks.
3 minutes. Next. Dan, what brings you here?
This visit is in confidence. You understand that?
Please, feel free to say anything you like.
Well, not that I think there's anything wrong with me. Not at all. It's just that, well, you medical people, you know, have these commercials and things advising people to, you know, check up if anything. Well, I didn't want to worry Edna, so I thought I'd talk to you about it while I was down here.
Why don't I make a few notes and then I'll give you a complete checkup?
Yeah, I'll find it. Right, but listen, isn't there anywhere besides an old people's home? Okay, relax, I'll be there. Can you believe it? I've got to do time at a flaming old people's home.
Good. You've been ripping off the elderly long enough. It's only fair you should start helping them a bit.
You call 200 hours a bit? Maybe after 200 hours you'll grow to love them.
Oh, Mrs. Mangle, hello.
May I come in?
Sure.
You young hooligan! How could you do such a dreadful thing to me?
You're talking to me?
Of course I am. And you know exactly what it is I'm talking to you about.
What is it now, Mrs. Mangle?
Graffiti all over my driveway, and she's responsible.
Did you do it, Kelly? No. Honestly, I don't know what she's raving on about.
You barefaced little liar. Of course it was you.
Yeah, what am I supposed to have written?
The most awful insinuations about me and my husband.
Yeah, well, where is he anyway?
Once more, just once more, and I will call the police.
She'll come straight over to clean it off your driveway. You taking her word against mine? I'm sorry, Mrs. Mangle, it won't happen again.
I already told you, Daph, I didn't do it.
I don't believe you. Get a scrubbing brush and a bucket. Now!
Well, what's the verdict?
Well, I can't really give you that until we get the results of your blood test.
How long will that take?
A couple of days. Meanwhile, your blood pressure's up a bit. It wouldn't hurt to cut down on your salt intake.
I like salt.
Well, there's plenty of taste in food without dumping salt all over it. You should start eating bran for breakfast as well.
Horse fodder.
Of course, I could give you pills instead.
I never take pills.
Good. Then until we get the results, it's bran for breakfast and no salt.
Well, at least there doesn't seem to be much wrong with me.
I hope not. Still, it's always best to have these checkups just in case.
You do think there's something wrong, don't you? Well, come on, be honest now. I can take it. I'm as tough as a melly bull.
Look, the time to start panicking is when we get the test results. I'll admit some of the symptoms you mentioned are a bit of a worry. Let's just wait and see, all right?
Well, I better be getting home for lunch.
Without salt?
Without salt.
Trying to find out. Can you turn that tape off so I can talk to you? Turn the engine on. Guy, turn her off.
Yeah, I'll leave you to it then. See you.
What the hell do you think you're doing? And you keep that thing turned down.
Oh, look, why don't you put your glasses on, Gran? I don't talk to my grandfather like that. Yeah, well, he walked straight into me. Well, it doesn't give you the right to yell at him, so just belt up. Just belt up.
Here, watch your tongue, young lady.
Oh, why don't you just belt up too?
Oh,
you should just watch your
You're on
mouth.
your way out of the street.
It's got nothing to do with you, Robinson.
I'm going to talk to Daphne Clarke about you.
Oh, yeah, well, if you reckon you can give me the flick from Ramsay Street, think again. Thanks a lot. It's all your fault.
Well, what did I do?
What?
Where are you, Daphne?
What's going on?
I want this young hooligan out of this house and out of the street.
Well, what's she done now?
Oh, but knock me over with that bucket, that's what.
You didn't. No, I didn't. Look, he walked straight
If you
into
don't
me,
sort
Dad.
this out, I'll call the neighbours together to do it for you. The girl's a menace.
Look, it's not true, Daff. He walked straight into the bucket.
Now, you listen to me, Kelly. I've had you up to here. I've tried to stand by you, and you seem hell-bent on proving you're a lost cause.
I didn't hit him deliberately.
And I suppose you didn't deliberately write all the graffiti on Mrs. Mangle's driveway.
Okay, I did do that. Satisfied?
You can't go on with this sort of behaviour. Sooner or later, you're going to have to wake up to yourself.
You finished? No, I am not. Yeah, well, I am. I'm finished with you, and I'm finished with this street. With that lousy 200 hours work you dobbed me in for. I'm packing my gear and going, and don't you try and stop.
Mrs. Mangle, would you consider seeing a psychiatrist?
Dr. Gibbons, all I need is a certificate for another week off work. You know how upset I am about my husband and that stupid girl with her graffiti. Oh, I wish I could get away for a week, away from it all.
Well, you said you had a sister in Queensland.
That's out of the question. I've got Jane to consider.
Helen might look after her for you?
No, thank you. Not with a young Scot under the same roof, and Mike and shame Ramsay either side of her.
Well, what about if she stayed with Susan and myself? You know we'd look after her.
I couldn't impose.
It's no trouble, and I really do think you should get away for a while.
Well, I'm very grateful. It's just that if I agree, there would be certain stipulations.
What sort of stipulations?
Okay, I'm off. Would you want to check my gear or the room in case I pinch something?
I made you some lunch.
No, thanks.
For once in your life, why don't you just sit down and shut up? Look, I know everyone has had a go at you and that you resent it, but some of us have really tried to help you.
So?
Why don't you try opening up to people, Kelly? A lot of them are genuine.
Yeah, really wonderful human beings, just like my mum.
So you got kicked out. There's a lot of other people who haven't had it easy. Take a look at Mike.
My father never hit me or anything. We just used to have rows all the time. Terrible rows. He always said I was to blame. I guess he was right. Then one night I killed him. I didn't mean to. We were having a fight over something stupid that I'd done. He was yelling and swearing at me. Then he started gasping and holding his chest. He died. At the funeral, Mum just stared at me. She blamed me for Dad's death. She hardly ever spoke to me after that. Even when I started getting into real trouble, shoplifting and stuff. She'd just turn away if I tried to talk to her about it. Got so bad with me getting into worse trouble, I told her I was leaving. She just nodded. She was glad I was going. So that's what really happened. I tell people they kicked me out and that work killed my father, but it was all my fault. Because I always let down the people who try to help me.
The only person you're letting down in all of this is yourself.
Yeah. The last thing Dad yelled at me was that I was a no-hoper. He was right, wasn't he?
No! He was wrong. And you're wrong to blame yourself for what happened.
I try to tell myself that. I just keep seeing it happening over and over. Dad, what am I going to do?
What are we going to do? Just eat your lunch. Forget about running away again.
All that yelling. I thought someone was being killed out there.
Kids. In my day, we respected old people.
Well, Charlene said it was an accident.
Well, I'm the one who got hit. I ought to know whether it was deliberate or not. Anyway, it's the least of my worries.
Dad, about Aunt Maud's will. I really do need that money.
Well, you know Maud's conditions. You can't blame her for wanting to make sure you're no longer cackle-headed.
When was I ever cackle-headed?
Oh, come off it, girl. You know how Aunt Maud and I begged you to marry Harold Bishop.
Oh, no, not Harold Bishop again.
If you'd married him, you'd be in clover now.
You mean 6 feet under?
He's got one of the best stock and station agencies in the state. He's a smart man. Not like that drongo Fred Mitchell.
We all make mistakes, Dad.
Yes, but you've been making them all your life.
Dad, I will do my best to prove that I am worthy of Aunt Maud's money.
Well, good girl. Good girl.
You're okay, Grandad?
Oh, just a few bruises. That girl needs a good hiding.
I'm not talking about Kelly. You sick or something?
How do you know that?
Mrs. Mangle said she saw you at Clive's surgery.
What were you doing at Clive's surgery?
That's none of your business. And your grandmother mustn't be told one word of this, you understand? Not one word.